We better brace for impact, folks. This is about to get very ugly. I'm talking worries of $300 per barrel of oil this afternoon. I'm going to show you the warning signs coming from the highest levels in just a few moments. This is not hyperbole.
America from all over the world too. You got to be really, really careful. It's not worth it. Getting out of your car, road rage, ignore it, move on. Avoid the situation at all cost. We are living in a new time, certainly a new world now, and it's very, very dangerous. And again, to other people making these preparation type videos, I'm not sure if they're scared to talk about this because maybe they're just not prepared for it. Maybe they just don't believe it's going to happen. But I think if you're talking about economic preparation, you better really talk about surviving to get to a point where you can take advantage of the deals and the economy and the depression that's coming. We are looking at the potential of World War III, and people still just want to talk about how to make a dollar. I'm all for it. I'm a capitalist. But my main concern is that everybody is safe, that everybody is exercising situational awareness, that everybody is proficient, that they're training, they have security, and they have the right preparations. Not if you're going to buy a rental property in the next 6 months. That doesn't really matter to me. It's great, and again, I'm a capitalist. I want us to make money, and it's very important to be talking about the economy and what's coming and how to prepare and protect ourselves for that. But right now, we have bigger problems facing us, and that problem is terrorism on the soil right here of the U.S.
I am very sorry to say, I think the risk of a major terrorist attack in the United States is higher today than it has been at any time since September 11th, 2001. And it's a combination, number one, of Biden's disastrous foreign policy that has produced the biggest war in the Middle East and the most significant attack on Israel in 50 years. That combined with Biden's open borders, and that open borders exists with the acquiescence and support of every single congressional Democrat, and nobody is watching, nobody is on guard in this administration because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Alejandro Mayorkas are more concerned with partisan politics than with their solemn obligation to keep Americans safe.
The same people that raided Israel are pouring into our once beautiful USA through our totally open southern border at record numbers. These are the same people, many of them, that did a number in Israel, a sneak attack.
Alert! Iran has threatened the U.S.
Sorry, the information is just flowing in as I speak to you. The Iran Foreign Ministry has said any foolish Israeli action against Iran will be met with a devastating response. We're already facing a war between Gaza and Israel, and now we're getting threats like that. Your response?
Well, the Americans or American officials have been threatening Iran as well. And I think that the Americans know quite well that they've already bitten off more than they can chew.
Wars and conflicts in Ukraine and now Israel aren't enough. China's got to go ahead and jump in and say, hey, we're going to issue an ominous war warning to the United States. Well, shit, if that ain't biblical. So China has reacted to a U.S. report weighing up the possibility of simultaneous wars between Moscow and Beijing, calling it a worst-case scenario and looking at the possibility of a coalition between the two. It says that it's an existential challenge for which the United States is ill-prepared unless leaders make decisions now. This was about
home.
So Ainsley, Ray fears that Hamas copycat attacks.
Warning Americans to stay vigilant for possible terror threats here at home.
So Ainsley, Ray...
We are back with a Fox News alert. FBI Director Christopher Wray is now warning Americans to stay vigilant for possible terror threats here at home.
So October 10th, 2023. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We have a lot to talk about today, and I'm going to start out by saying this. A lot of people are going to get what they deserve. That brings me no joy. It saddens my heart, but a lot of people are about to get what they deserve. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about the people, the same people. They believe everything they're told. They're extremely gullible. They believe that the system is going to protect them. They believe that the economy is doing just fine. They believe that their job is secure. They believe that they could never go hungry. They could never go homeless. They believe everything is fine and the government will always be there to protect them. You know, George Carlin once said he had certain rules, and his number one rule was this. He said, I don't believe anything the government tells me. That's probably a good rule to live by today. We all have to ask ourselves, with everything that's going on right now, what comes next? And my question to all of you is, what happens when that stuff that's happening over in the Middle East right now comes here? And anybody that says that that's not possible, they're extremely ignorant. They have no idea what they're talking about. This stuff is getting very, very close. And I've been making these videos for years, and I've always been concerned about events taking place here on U.S. soil.
Here we go. It's me, Gregory Manarino. Monday, October 16, 2023, and this is my pre-market report. I want to start off with this. A paper I wrote this morning. This is now in your inbox. If you subscribe to my free newsletter, there's a bunch of links in this as well. Pay attention to this today. I want to, as I said, I want to read through this and I want to add to it a little bit. But this stuff is really important, and I want you to have it. That's why I send this all out to you, again, in my free newsletter, link below. So people, what I want you to do, really, again, this is, I'm preaching to the choir here. I get it, for most of you that have been with me for a long time, but be ready for absolutely anything. I don't know how many years have I been telling you that they're going to do things to us that we can't dream of, couldn't even have a nightmare about. Okay, they're not done at all. And people, as you already know, are being led to the slaughter on a grand scale. And I mean this in the literal sense, in every possible way. Okay,